right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at GMS. Peace, honor, and respect to you, brothers that's out there laboring, edifying, rightly dividing the word in truth and sincerity. And Shalom to you believers out there, the Aki and Wa'agwath. And what I want to get into in this lesson is serving wisdom, all right? Because, as time go on, the short time I've been in this truth, I've been learning that serving this wisdom is the best outcome. Starting with obedience, okay? Starting with cutting back on things that, it may not be against the law, but, it might not be expedient. Okay, and when I was listening to the brother from the GMS Mississippi camp, Yash, he was going into, his lesson, and he said, serving wisdom, that sparked something in me. So I just want to get these scriptures, and Lord willing, to be edifying. Now, when you go to Wisdom of Solomon, all right, chapter 7, and I'm going to be reading everything in the Apocrypha in the GNT, okay? So Wisdom of Solomon 7:15, it says, I pray to the Most High that my thoughts may be worthy of what I have learned, and that I may speak according to his will. He is wisdom's guide. He gives correction to those who are wise. We are under his power and authority. We ourselves, our words, all our understanding and skills. Yeah, so the Lord created wisdom, okay? He created everything. So what do it say about wisdom? Let's go down to verse 22. It says, because wisdom, who gave shape to everything that exists, was my teacher. The spirit of wisdom is intelligent and holy. It is of one nature, but reveal itself in many ways. It is not made of any material substance, and it moves about freely. It is clear, clean, and confident. It cannot be harmed. It loves what is good. It is sharp and unconquerable, man. Right. And that's this wisdom, the wisdom of the scriptures. But just wisdom, period. You can't do nothing to it. That's why you hear the saying, you can trap my body, but not my mind. That's kind of going into it. All right, you can do something to a person, but you can never really take their wisdom. All right, unless you physically harm them, really, in their brain. But other than that, you can do things to them, and their wisdom, it won't go away. Especially the wisdom of the scriptures, as far as the elect, because the elect will be in uncomfortable situations, but the wisdom will be getting them through. Now, when you jump down to verse 27 and see again, serving is wisdom, starting with the obedience, it brings a better outcome to everything. And that's what I'm really, really learning. And I'm pretty sure you brothers and sisters out there are learning that as well. All right, you feel much better when you eat according to the diet. All right, when you act according to the scriptures. Certain things happen in your life and a precept come to mind. You know what I'm saying? And every day ain't gonna be peaches and cream, but for the most part, you will feel spiritually better serving his wisdom. So again, we still in Wisdom of Solomon 7, verse 27. It says, even though wisdom acts alone, she can do anything. She makes everything new. Although she herself never changes from generation to generation, she enters the souls of holy people and makes them the Most High's friends and prophets, man. You see what I'm saying? She makes them the Most High's friends and prophets. That's why you notice people like Abraham, King David, okay, King Solomon, all right, the prophets. They acted and served wisdom, man. All right, they was bestowed this knowledge. Okay, it says she enters the soul of holy people. Let's go to verse 28. It says, there is nothing that the Most High loves more than people who are at home with wisdom. Right. Again, at home with the scriptures. You read daily, you listen to the videos. If you're a teacher, you teaching daily or you teaching consistently. All right. But off camera is where the real job begins. See, off camera. So let's go here, because it said what? It makes them the Most High's friends and prophets. That's what we want to be considered. the Most High friend. Now let's go here to, um, let's go to Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, still in the GNT. All right. Starting at verse 11, it says, wisdom take care of those who look for her. She raises them to greatness. All right. Loving her is loving life itself. Rising early to look for her is pure joy. Anyone who obtains wisdom will be greatly honored. Wherever he goes, the Lord will bless him. Verse 14, wisdom's servants are the servants of the Holy One, and the Lord loves everyone who loves her. Right. All right. This wisdom is going to raise us to a level. That's why in Deuteronomy 4, it said what? Matter of fact, let me get it. All right, let's go to Deuteronomy 4. I've been bringing this out a little bit lately, but hey. Let me go to Deuteronomy 4, and this is what we're getting back to. It's starting now, on this side, but in the kingdom it's going to be full-fledged. Deuteronomy 4, starting at verse 5, it says what? Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And it start with this knowledge. It's starting right now. Brothers and sisters coming back to the wisdom, to that knowledge, to the understanding. Okay? And it's bringing forth a different outcome. Just like if you in nigger culture, that's going to bring the outcome. If you're a white supremacist, that's going to bring an outcome. If you're in the ABC community, that's going to bring the outcome. All right, well, following this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in this purest form of the Holy Scriptures is going to bring a certain outcome. Okay? Wisdom, back in wisdom, back in Sirach, the 4th chapter, verse 15, it says, those who obey her will give sound judgment. Those who pay attention to her have true security. Yes. And that goes into the obedience, man. When you more obedient to our power, well, the angels is going to watch over you. Okay? Not to say bad things won't happen in life, but for the most part, the Lord just ain't going to leave you out there. Okay? So now let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 6. Chapter 6, still in the GNT. Let's go to verse 17. It says, wisdom begins when you sincerely want to learn. To desire wisdom is to love her. To keep her is to keep her laws. To keep her laws is to be certain of immortality. And we know on this side, okay, we're not under the law per se, from Yahweh Shah, because we can't keep the law in its full entirety. But the ones you can keep them. And guess what? It's going to do your life better. All right? But let's read verse 18 again. It says what? To love her is to keep her laws. To keep her laws is to be certain of immortality. All right? Now, when you go to, let's go to Sirach 19 and 19. Ecclesiasticus 19 and 19. All right, and this is going to be in the GNT. It says, it's going to be in the KJV. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. Right. That's that covering, being obedience. All right, you're going to have that covering, and it's going to bring immortality. All right, let's go back. Let's see what else. Let's see what else the scriptures say. Now we back in Wisdom Solomon 6 in the GNT. All right, starting in verse 19, it says, immortality will bring you close to the Most High. This desire for wisdom can prepare you to rule a kingdom. So then you that rule the nations, if you value thrones and symbols of authority, honor wisdom so that you may rule forever, right? This wisdom is bringing us to the kingdom, all right? And it's making the men of how, let's say, it's turning the men on this side into many kings. But in the kingdom, we're gonna be what? Kings and priests. And what Yahweh Shah say in Revelation? Let's get that. Because it said if you honor wisdom, basically, all right, in the KJV it said if you honor this wisdom, it brings forth thrones and scepters. All right, but what do let's go to Revelation. All right, because ultimately it is gonna bring you to the kingdom of heaven. Ultimately, because you will be obedient to the wisdom, but it's ultimately gonna make you a ruler. Revelation 2 and 25, but that start Revelation 2 starting in verse 25, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. What do Yahweh Shah mean by that? This knowledge and wisdom. Verse 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him will I give power over the nations, right? Being a ruler, all right? Being a king, man. And it all starts with what? Hearkening and then following and serving this wisdom. All right. Matter of fact, the scripture just came to mind. All right. I ain't have it queued up, but let's get it. It just came to mind. Let me see. Yup. Ecclesiasticus 6. And I'm going to start at verse 22. It says, for wisdom is according to her name, and she is now manifest unto many. See, you have a 1/3 and a 2/3. All right, the 1/3 is going to get it and believe. The 2/3, some of them might hear it, but they're going to pass on. Verse 23, give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel, and put thy feet into her fetters, and thy neck into her chain. Meaning what? Be obedient and serve her. All right, serve Sophia, man. That's how you say wisdom, I believe, in the Greek. Yep. It said, verse 25, it says, bow down thy shoulder and bear her, and be not grieved with her bonds. Come unto her with thy whole heart, and keep her ways with all thy power, man. Yes, obedient. We are servants of wisdom right now. All right. Now I want to go back to Wisdom of Solomon 6. I'm going to close out with this. Lord willing, it's edifying. This Wisdom of Solomon 6 in the G&T. Verse 9, it says, it is for you, mighty kings, that I write these words, so that you may know how to act wisely and avoid mistakes. See, our forefathers gave us the game, acting wisely and avoiding certain snares, whether it may be from the woman, Esau, Edom, another Israelite, just period, man. Okay, verse 10, it says, these are holy matters, and if you treat them in a holy manner, you yourselves will be considered holy, meaning separate. Okay, if you have learned this lesson, you will be able to defend yourselves at the judgment. Okay, so then make my teaching your treasure and joy, and you will be well instructed. Yes. All right. You will be well instructed through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Especially when you get into the books of Wisdom and Solomon, Ecclesiasticus, Proverbs, okay? Those books, Ecclesiastes, those books are, it's codes of conduct. All right, so I just wanted to bring this out, you know, being a servant of wisdom. Lord willing, this was edifying to the next lesson. Shalom.